And I was just talking to an adult man a couple weeks ago who said, no adult ever taught me how to deal with fear. All they said was, don't be afraid. We get really granular about teaching math, really granular about teaching reading, really granular about sports, but when it comes to something as foundational as stress management and emotion regulation, we don't get that granular. If you want to improve a skill, something really important to know is, what does success look like in that skill? If you're a track runner, for example, you know your most important tool for measuring your success is what? Your stopwatch. That's your most important tool. You don't ask a track runner, hey, how do you think you did today? Does it feel like you ran fast? Oh, okay, great. No, you look at the stopwatch. Were you able to do that 100-meter dash in a certain number of seconds? And I think it's helpful for us to see that every emotion and every stress level corresponds with a different physiological process. For example, when you're feeling anxious or stressed, your digestion might respond in certain ways. Your neurological functions might respond in certain ways. Over the last 3 years, people have become more stressed. The real question is, how do we know this? How do we measure stress in schools usually? Well, we look at the same things that are affected by school climate. Okay, well, grades are suffering. That must be an impact of stress. Teachers are leaving. That must be an impact of stress. Or maybe we'll do a questionnaire. How stressed do you feel? And people will respond in different ways. Questionnaires are great, but they also have their biases. Two people experiencing the same level of stress might answer in very different ways to a questionnaire. The most used stress questionnaire is a perceived stress scale, and that's all it is. It's self-perceived stress. The last couple of decades, we've identified a measure, heart rate variability, that's been super helpful in being able to be an index of stress and resilience. So heart rate variability refers to difference in the distance between heartbeats. Heartbeats evenly spaced are a sign of stress, low heart rate variability. High heart rate variability is really a positive thing, and it signifies a balance of your parasympathetic and sympathetic nervous system. It's a measure of how good you feel in your body. So when you're feeling good, you kind of know you're not stressed, but you're also energized, you're not too tired, you're still focused, it's a state of flow perhaps. That influences the kind of reality that you're able to create. I want you to take a look at the left side of this person. This is somebody with low heart rate variability. You see that it's sort of jagged on the left. You have this person staying within a certain range for a long time. Then on the right side, you might have the inhale prompting an increase in heart rate and an exhale prompting a decrease. That's a healthy, resilient person. People experiencing chronic stress almost never have their heart rate looking like this. So in order to demonstrate this, I'd love to invite somebody to come up, a brave volunteer. The first thing I just want to make sure is that you're alive. So I think you are. Okay, so you can see her pulse here on the bottom left. Everybody sees that? So she is alive. Up here, you're going to see this is her heart rate variability over time. A really nifty thing on this software is these three zones: red, blue, and green. Green being optimal HRV, blue in the middle, and red being not so great. So on the right side, it shows us what ratio of time she's spending in each level of HRV. So she's pretty relaxed right now. Right? So if I ask her maybe to do something difficult like, do you like math? So I want you to count backwards from 300 by threes. Ready? Go. Quickly. Yes, quickly.
Okay, 300.
284. Keep going. 214. 119. Keep going. Keep going.
You stop.
Okay, good. That was great.
Like if
So
someone starts doing that, you stop.
Okay.
You wait until they're quiet.
Okay, all right. Well, you've got your strategies. Good. So you can see that her HRV, when she got a little bit stressed, there's all kinds of techniques we can do with kids and with ourselves to be able to manage our HRV. One of them is following a breath pacer. So you can see that breath pacer going up and down on the right side. So we'll all do that with Antoinette. We'll breathe in when it goes up, and then we'll breathe out as we come down. Breathing in all together and breathing out. This is a 5-second pacer. So breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathing out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last breath in, and excellent. Look at her beautiful HRV waves that she was able to create there at the end. Can we give her a round of applause? So I want you for a moment to imagine the potential of this. Of every student and every teacher having a way to check in with their physiological response to stress. This is me, Martin at schoolwellbeingsolutions.com. Thank you so much for joining me on this adventure.